The best exercise to lose weight and keep it off is actually any exercise that you will actually do. So, whatever you can find that you find fun and that you can do for a long time, and that doesn't really seem like work to you, that's what's going to be sustainable. So, it really needs to be fun. What I've noticed is that the exercise that is the most fun is whatever takes your mind off of you actually doing the physical movement and the physical work. So, for example, I love to jog. And when I listen to music and when I'm outside with beautiful scenery and things to look at as I jog, that takes my mind off of the actual jogging. And I tried this with lifting weights. Lifting weights is one of the best exercises that you can do because it rips your muscles. And when your muscles rip, they have to repair themselves. And that's actually how they get bigger, because when your muscles repair themselves, they repair it bigger than the last time to be able to withstand new and stronger pressure, because you're putting new, stronger pressure on your muscles when you lift weights, and your body's like, okay, this is new. We haven't had to deal with this before. Let's rebuild this muscle bigger so that if this happens again tomorrow or in the future, we can withstand it. Does that make sense? So your body is smart and it realizes that it needs to get your muscles bigger if it realizes it's starting to have pressure put on it that it hasn't had on it before. Anyways, that's kind of a confusing way to say it, but your muscles repair bigger, and the repairing process takes energy. Your body uses energy when it repairs your muscles. And the form of energy, or the resource of energy that it uses, is calories. Calories is basically energy, and you only need to eat when you need energy. So that's why you eat, to get calories. So calories, people make such a big deal out of calories like that. You have to count them, and what foods have what certain types of, calories. Is it good calories from fats and things like that? Just too much emphasis is placed on calories. You don't need to worry about calories at all. Think of calories as energy. When you're low on energy, you want to eat calories. Now, the type of foods, you kind of want to gravitate toward healthy food, but you don't need to worry about how many calories are in what foods and anything like that. Just think of calories as energy. And so when your body repairs its muscle, it needs energy to do that. So it burns off calories when it's repairing. So to put that in a much simpler way, when you lift weights, it directly rips your muscles. Your body repairs those muscles and gets them bigger by burning off calories. And because of that reason, when you work out your muscles and rip them, you essentially burn calories 24/7, 24 hours a day, because your body's repairing for those. After your workout session, your body repairs those muscles for the next 24 hours, right? So I wanted to do that. I wanted to start lifting weights so that my body could start burning off calories while I sleep, and I just could not get into it. It was so boring. The repetition of it and just being stationary and in place. I'm really a person who needs a visual to look at. So like when I jog, I go out, I can go for miles, and I've lived in Colorado most of my life, and the trails there are just so beautiful. And I would go on these trails, and just the scenery and the sun and the music I would listen to. A lot of times I would go in the evening and the sun setting behind the mountains. It's just gorgeous. And it took my mind off of the actual jogging. Another thing that will take your mind off of the physical movement is your pace. If you're going too fast, it is inevitable that you're going to be focusing on the panting and how your heart and lungs are hurting and your muscles hurt. So it's actually better to go at a normal, light pace where you can hold a conversation. I mean, the conversation shouldn't be too easy to have because then you're not working at all, but you should be able to talk to someone while doing your workout. That's called the talking test, to know if you're going too hard or not. If you can't get out a conversation because you're panting, it's too hard. So if you go at a light pace, you're not focused on your body as well because it's not painful or anything. So I would go on these jogs or these walks and not go at a very hard pace and not think about the actual movement. And it was so fun. And I was able to keep that up every single day because it was just so fun. It didn't even feel like exercise. But with weightlifting, my goodness, I just needed something more. And it took me about 2 years to finally figure out I can only do lifting weights if I'm watching something. And I don't watch a lot of TV, so it took a while for me to figure this out. I can only lift weights if I'm watching something so that my mind is off of the lifting weights part and is kind of distracted. So whatever exercise does that for you, where you're distracted from the actual movements, that's the best thing to do. That's the best exercise for you, whatever exercise you will actually do. If you like walking and hiking and that floats your boat, or if you like being with someone else, doing an exercise with someone else and you hate exercising alone, do that. If you love going to the gym late at night instead of working out in the mornings, do that. Do whatever you find fun and whatever you love to do.